Hello, everyone. I didn't even have to change the topic title from last week. Alright, we're up. You there?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I was watching Critical Role
Oh my god.
on YouTube. It's so funny and entertaining. It's like like how your guys' D&D sessions are entertaining. This is really fucking entertaining. And it's the funniest shit with Laura Bailey's character Jester and her husband Travis's character. Were like Laura Bailey's character. I can't. Jester has a weasel
Yeah.
named Sprinkles later
Yeah.
on, and Travis is like, he's just like, yeah, you try to feed Weasel. You try to feed Sprinkles. She's like, please help. God, it's so funny. You would love it. It's fucking Matt Mercer's is the dungeon
Yeah. I
master.
know Matt Mercer's the DM, but that's all I know about it.
What was that? Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, just a bunch of different um, voice actors playing fucking D&D. They're on their second campaign right now, but I just started the first episode.
Yeah.
But people have like highlights up, so I've been watching that. Then I watched Travis at a Q&A back in 2014 get all excited because a fan got him Reese's Pieces, and he was like a little child, or pretty much like
Nice.
me when somebody gives me Reese's.
Nice.
Where it's just like the video starts, and it's just like, I have a question and a present. Ooh. If it's not Reese's Pieces, I don't want it. I'm joking. It is Reese's Pieces!
Oh my god.
It's like, I just want to get to the question so I get the Reese's Pieces. It's like, does that answer your question? Yes. Can I bring the gift? Yes, give me Reese's Pieces! It is the funny. See a 6'4" man, grown man, get like a little child when it comes to Reese's Pieces. It's like you're never too young for
Right.
candy. What's with all the banging?
I'm going around in my little fridge in here. I have Kit
Ew.
Kats.
Still can't find those Kit Kats you're telling me about.
You need to. I should have
I
brought you
can't.
one, but I didn't think about it.
Should we tell? Oh, that's a good way to start our episode to tell that story.
Well, you tell it this time.
I want to tell it, and then I want your. Oh, or I say I want to tell it, and then you're gonna your side, so we get it from both sides.
Okay.
But before we start that story, everybody, welcome to the Apollicast. This is another Pouporri episode.
Because we
We
couldn't think of
decided
a topic.
we can thank our friend Miss Amber May for this because she took over our last podcast episode. So we just
Yup.
said I told Vlass, like, you know what? Every time we can't think of a topic, it's just a potpourri. Potpourri, pretty much. We're just gonna tell some stories. It's
Potpourri
gonna go
also
off
means no rabbit holes. Because everything is a rabbit hole.
pretty much, which is pretty much an entire podcast.
It's true.
Um, so and potpourri episodes are official episodes.
Yeah, they are.
So they're just kind of, and then if people want to ask questions or if they have their own little stories, we can. It's just a way to you got something on your mind, say it. But again, let's try to
Yeah.
be friendly and not be douchey.
Let's be civil about this.
Yes.
And I'm also no politics.
No.
Yeah, no politics in this.
No, because
please.
I see it at work all the time on the TVs, and I ignore it because I get pissed off about certain things. But anyway, we're not talking about that. It's potpourri. So, funny story yesterday.
It was 2 days
All
ago.
right. Was it 2 days?
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. No, wait. No, it was yesterday. It was delivered.
Was it?
Came
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah, that's right. It feels like it. I don't know where the extra day came from.
So, all right. So, backstory. Last month, the controller I've been using, which came with the Xbox I have now, the new Xbox, it started to really go. The A button, all the buttons get mashed. That happens when you have a controller.
He
The
plays too
buttons
much
start to
Dead
go.
by Daylight.
That That and also like that control, like the controllers that come with the consoles tend to last very long. They want you to buy the better controllers.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point. I don't know if it was that or if like I had dropped it. So sometimes it wasn't responsive, or in my thing the right joystick was really loose that the camera would just move erratically. Like if I was like standing still, my character would start like slowly listing to the left or right.
Oh yeah, joystick drift is
Yeah.
the gray controller I've had, still have, does that. Sometimes it'll like all of a sudden I'll be moving to the right, and I'm like, okay.
It's like I didn't do nothing. So I decided, I was like, well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and buy a controller. So I was looking into the Elite 2. I had an Elite 1, lasted about a year. I broke it while playing Friday the 13th because I was literally holding down the one trigger, the bumper button, which that was one of the main flaws with the Elite 1. The bumper button would break very easily. So I'm kind of one of the lucky ones that it lasted that long before it broke. Plus the rubber grip was starting to fall off. So I was looking into the Elite 2s online because I didn't want to go to the store, whatever that's going on in the world.
Right.
So I looked online and it was like $250 for a used. Let me rephrase that: a $250 controller used when it's brand new in the store, about $179. Do we see?
Gotta love that markup.
Do we see like how that doesn't make sense? If it's used, it should be less.
Yeah.
Not jump the price up. Oh,
Where
this DVD
were
is
you looking anyways? Amazon?
Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Because a
Um,
lot of the if you're buying used, it's set by the people selling it. It's not
right.
MSRP.
And also these people who were selling it, it was like they had a 78 approval rating, so I wasn't fucking
Yeah.
spending it.
No.
No. You got to at least have like a 90 to you have to have like at least 89 is the lowest that will go.
Yeah.
89% approval, that is the lowest.
Yep.
If it's like 88, if it depends. If it's 88, I will possibly, but it needs to at least be about A minus
Yeah.
before I fucking go buy it, especially if it's this much. Um, as I was looking into it, and I was just like, oh man, they're not gonna have any new ones. Like, all right, you know what? So I kind of looked, and I saw Cyberpunk 2077 custom controller, and was like my old Patrol Tech, which lasted about 2 years before it broke. So 2 years, not bad for Patrol Tech. Same, pretty much it was just custom made to look like Keanu Reeves' character in the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077. So it looks like his arm. It's like one half's black, the other one's like silver. It's got writing on it and stuff, and it has the rubber grips on the back. So it's pretty good for $70. Not bad. It's normal price for a wireless Xbox controller.
Yeah.
It's like limited edition one. I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it. So I bought that. So a couple days before that, I was talking to my Nona, which if you're not Italian, that's Italian for grandma. If you have a full-blood Italian grandmother, you call her Nona, otherwise you get slapped. Because that's just
I could
how it
see
is.
that. I could see that
Yeah.
happening.
She wouldn't do it to me, though. But anyway. So, plus it's just hard because, it's like I said, I told my, when I was talking to my Nona, she was saying, like, hey, what's up? She goes, she was like, so what's up? He was like, well, I'm looking for a controller right now, and I'm about to buy one, waiting for my paycheck. She was like, oh, okay. Kind of like talking, and then I, hung up. Well, end of the call, bye and everything. So I get the Cyberpunk controller comes, and then 2 days later she calls me. She says, I'm sending, my real dad is sending me a link because she gave him money to order the controller for $179 because apparently the day after I bought the controller, Microsoft started selling brand new ones for $179. So, and let me keep in mind too, I was okay with the Cyberpunk. I was like, you know what, I'm fine with that. Maybe at a later date I'll get the Elite 2 if I feel like it. she said, "I ordered you one." I was like, "You didn't have to." I'm like, "Oh, I'm always like, you don't have to do that." I was like, "Well, thank you." And then I was like, "But I just bought a controller." She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You bought that one?" I was like, "No, no, no, no. I found a different one I liked, and it was cheaper, and and it works. It's great. It's fine." She's like, oh, "Okay, but you still have it." I was like, "Well, thank you." So it comes in the mail. I get it. I'm all excited. I'm like, "Woo!" I texted Flash. I was like, "I got it. It's awesome. I love it. Using it right now. I'm on Twitch looking at the chat." So not not like trying to like we're not sponsored by Microsoft or Amazon or whatever. I'm just giving my opinion about the
We are
controller
not
in
sponsored
general.
by literally anybody.
Sponsored by Pepsi Cola. Hits the spot. Two full glasses. That's
Oh
all.
my god.
That's an old 1940s Pepsi Cola
Yep.
radio thing. I listen to a lot of like radio podcasts. If you want to know more about that, check out our first episode. But our
Right.
favorite podcasts. That jingle always I was like, Pepsicle. What the fuck is Pepsicle? I was like, oh, Pepsi. Like, imagine if we kept that as a name. It's like, can you get me a can of Pepsi Cola? Anyway, so I get Okay, so my food's here. I'll be right back. Pause story. Pause the story. We'll pause it. I'll tell you. Give me a second. We'll get my food. I'm hungry. It's hibachi.
Nice.
So I'll be back in like. Go ahead and just tell them. Don't tell them like the story, but go ahead. If you had any stories, tell them.
Nope. Just gonna fill the air with silence. Okay, enough silence. I don't have anything yet. I'll think of something, but I don't have anything right yet. Damn it, Skyrim memes. Is it? I love in the thousands of years at no point is the currency in the Elder Scrolls changed at all. And then it says, imagine if you dug up an ancient Norwegian burial ground from the 1300s and used the money in it to rent a hotel room. That's Skyrim. That's true though. Oh, look, gold. Non-confrontational cowboy that won't turn around after the 10 paces. He just breaks into a sprint and nobody has ever been able to hit him because he serpentines so well. Jeez. These memes, I swear. After we conclude Rockstar's story and then get my side, I'm gonna talk about something. Nothing heavy or anything, just it's about the game I was playing earlier. It's a fun game. It has a very steep learning curve, but I am enjoying it nonetheless. It's one of those things that once you get good at it, it unlocks so much more in the game. Not literally, but just because you're good at it. See, this is why I don't do podcasts by myself. At least when I'm streaming a game, I have something I can talk about. And I'm not sitting here tripping over words trying to say, just trying to fill air, you know?
2,000 years later.
how long this episode's gonna go either, if we're gonna be doing anything afterwards. If not, I might stream some Destiny because I haven't played yet today. I don't know. I didn't get up until 1 o'clock. I really need to wake up earlier. It's because I haven't been getting to sleep until like 4:35 a.m. I don't like going to bed that late. But when I get home at 1:30 in the morning from work, I'm not tired. So it just becomes, I'm awake now. I'm gonna do shit. And 4:30 rolls around. I'm like, I have to go to bed. And then I get up at like noon, or today 1 o'clock, and I'm like, shit. Like half my day's gone already. I don't like it. What?
But
I thought you were making like, I don't know.
no, I just set my phone down. I got my food. I'm had to do something. Oh yeah, the details on the controller, make them quick. So unlike if you've had an Elite one, you'll know about the trigger locks. Same thing on this one, and also the interchangeable joysticks and the D-pad because it's all magnetized. Two major differences. One, there's no rubber gripping on the back. The entire handles are covered in rubber gripping, so it's easier for grip. And number two, it's not battery powered. It has its own rechargeable battery, and the battery lasts 40 hours on a full charge. So that's that's a couple pluses, and also the bumpers feel a lot stronger. They're not like brittle. Don't feel brittle. So all in all, is it good? My opinion, I think it's a lot better. It's a bigger improvement than the first controller. Is it worth the money? If you got $179 to spare and you want a Elite controller, go right ahead. If you don't feel like wasting, you don't feel like spending all that money, just get like a $70 custom controller, like get a Patrol Tech, something that's got rubber grips, because those are built to last. If you don't throw your controller across the room.
Like excessive profanity.
Well, I mean, like, don't like, you can't like throw the controller. Like, I've never thrown a controller in my life.
I haven't
my
either.
brother has.
Well, it's because your brother's. It's because your brother's weird. And to put it mildly.
Yeah, true. Very true. Anyway, back to the story. I just wanted to give a brief. So, I get home. I'm on my way home from work, and my brother texts me. When he calls me, he says, "Hey, a package just came for you. Keep in mind, I ordered some stuff. They were horror movie action figures, which I got all of them today. I got the last one today. A new Freddy, Jason, and a Ash Williams. I'm a fucking horror nerd. But they weren't in. The Freddy was still in New York. Well, had left New York. I didn't know where it was. It came today. It came a day early. And the only other thing I was expecting was a expansion pack for a board game I had bought, which was delayed. It's coming tomorrow now. But so I was like, I wasn't expecting anything. I'm like, okay. So I go home. First off, the box looks like somebody punched it. Like somebody like repeatedly punched the box or kicked it, used it for like hacky sack practice or some shit. Wish I took a picture. So I go in my room, I open the box, and there's another Elite 2 controller. And this is like weeks after I've already had the one I got. So I call up my Nona, and I'm like, "Did you order? Did my real dad order uh 2 Elite controllers by accident?" She goes, "No." I was like, was your account charged twice? Check their account. She's like, "No." I was like, "Okay." So I call my dad, my real dad. I was like, "Hey, so funny story. I just got home and there's a second Elite controller sitting on my bed. Do you know anything about that?" And he's like, No, he checked his Amazon. He's like, no, I only ordered one. I didn't get nobody got charged twice. So I was like, Microsoft just sent me another Elite 2 for shits and giggles.
Yeah. So
It, so I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? I'm sitting there on the bed. I'm just like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? I can't give it to my brother because he'll just sell it, and then like he'll sell it after a month. He'll just sell it to somebody for money. And I'm like, my
your
cousin,
brother's an idiot,
right?
to put it
He just
mildly.
bought another. He just bought it. No, he bought an Xbox. He sold the Xbox I bought him, and then he now bought another Xbox, like the very first Xbox One that came out, the one that I had for 6 years that I had to
Why?
replace. He got it for $100. It still works. It's like brand new, pretty much, man.
No.
He got it for $100. That's not bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was a friend of his. She never really played on it. She played like maybe once or twice. Like it still works. It's brand new.
As long as it works, it's not a beat up piece of shit.
No, it's like $100. The only thing that was kind of beat up was the controller didn't have a battery pack, like the back.
Oh yeah.
You know the part you clip. So
yeah.
I gave him the back of my old rechargeable battery pack thing you have to use. So anyway, so he has that on his. So I can't give him my brother. My cousin's on PS4. My other cousin doesn't really care about these fancy controllers. My uncle's just gonna beg for it and cry for it. Not really. He'd probably be like, "What the fuck do you mean you have us?" He probably would like say, "I want it," and then I'm gonna like tease him because of his Magic Xbox. I'll tell that story another day. I think I've told it before. And I'm like, I have no other people who play Xbox that are close except for Wes. And he's never had. I don't think he's ever had an Elite One. I was like, you know what? I'll just give it to him because like it's not like I can charge him for it because it was free. Plus, he's helped me out with my start here on Twitch, and he's gonna help me out with the laptop. So I think it's a fair trade. Just a near $200 controller that I got for free. So I call up Wes.
This is like, out of the blue yesterday, like 5:00 yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why the hell is Nick calling me? Oh, sorry.
Start calling me. I think we slipped both our names before.
Oh yeah,
so I don't think it really fucking matters.
Christian did. One of my coworkers did when we were doing.
And I've
Dead by Daylight.
I slipped my name before.
So, but I'm like, why is Rockstar calling me?
So I'm like, hey, he's like, hey, it's normal last tone. I was like, a funny story. He's like, what? So I was like, remember I got that Elite 2? And he's like, yeah. I said, so I just got home and there's a package and there's a second Elite 2 and nobody. I just got off the phone with my Nona and my real dad and they didn't get charged. So I said, do you want an Elite 2? And just Vlass is dying laughing because he can't believe this shit.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm thinking to myself, what's the catch here? What do I have to do for this? Am I being punked?
No. I was like, another thing I was thinking, is he gonna believe me? He's gonna come up and I just throw him I throw him like a box that says Xbox Elite. It's like written in crayon in misspelled. And it's a PlayStation 1 controller box.
It's like it's like the meme that I saw on I saw it on Facebook or Twitter or something. It's like when the PS5 got announced. It's one of those things. It's like, Mom, I want a PS5, and Mom's like, we have a PS5 at home, and this is the PS5 at home, and it's a PS2 and a PS3 duct taped together. That's what I thought it was gonna be.
It's like that picture I sent my sister because I asked her a couple years back, "What do you want for Christmas?" She says, "I want an iPad." So I sent her. I found a picture of like somebody took a maxi pad and wrote on a piece of paper and wrote iPad and taped it to the maxi pad.
Oh my god!
So I said, "There you go. It's an iPod. It's an iPad Max." And they drew an eye on it too.
Oh my god!
She's like, "I want an iPad." I was like, "I don't got the money. I don't have iPad money. I work fucking minimum wage at a grocery store. Pick something else."
Right.
So I'm like, I was like, and I told Vlad the story. Vlad's like, I was like, you want it, come and get it. So he comes out. Sure enough, I was like, and after I got a phone, I was like, I should have fucking opened the box to make sure it's still in there because I don't like they might have sent me an empty box for some reason. I opened it, it was all in there. So I was like, okay. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So Elias drives up and I'm like, here you go. He's just like, what the fuck? Oh my god! And then we did the thing with D&D last night where I was just like, well, you know, I need my room clean and everything. You're like, clean your own damn room. I was like, I don't want. My room is very clean. So I know Vlad would get the joke of like, wait, your room is always fucking clean. What the fuck are you talking about?
I need
I
to
keep my
clean
room.
my room. I blame my cat.
I mean, I have the one corner's a little mess.
My room's mostly clean. It's just the one corner that's out of view of the camera.
No, mine is saying that mine. It's right by my closet. It
Yeah,
just
that's where
has a
mine
bunch of
is. I have a bunch of boxes. Like I can open and close the closet door,
right.
but there's like boxes like in front of the closet door.
The only thing I suck at cleaning wise is dusting because I just forget to, and my mother gets all pissed.
Yeah,
She's like, it's so dusty in here. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I have three bookshelves.
It's
I
like
have three bookshelves. The fuck you want me to do about it?
right.
Speaking of which, I ordered 2 books.
Well, you said you were done ordering books.
Wasn't manga. Wasn't manga. Just 2 classic books. Most Dangerous Game and Agatha Christie's, and then there were none because I always wanted those. They were like $7 each. I have enough room for those 2.
And
There's nothing really else.
you're gonna say you're done getting books, and then you're gonna find some steal of a deal and buy another book.
Well, I think the next book I am going to buy, I have to buy, is the Helsing Ultimate. The Helsing. It's like doing like a hardcover thing with Helsing, the manga, because the single books are out of print, so they're very hard to get. So
Oh
they're
yeah.
re-releasing them in like these full colored ones. So I might get that one because it comes out next week. But then after that, I really need to like, because I'm gonna be I have to finish reading some of these. But I figured I'll bring I have to work very late next Saturday. I have to work from like 10 to 7:30 at the front
Ow.
desk, so I need books. Well, I gotta work my normal 10 to 4 shift where I work, and then I got from 4 to 7:30. I gotta run the front desk, which nobody really comes in, so I'm just gonna sit there and read.
Man, I wish I got paid to read books.
Shit, you wanna know what I did all day? You wanna know what I did all day today?
What?
You really wanna know what I did all day? You're probably gonna get pissed off.
What?
Went to work at like 8 o'clock. Had a Pop-Tart, a glass of orange juice, because it's my breakfast now. Watched Chicago PD on my phone for about 2 hours. Went over to the one hall, decorated all the resident stores. Then it was like 11:30. Went back in the office, watched more Chicago PD on my phone. Started cutting out more decoration stuff and making these little like paper things. You have to fold it and then glue it.
Yeah.
With a glue stick. So I did that. I made 100 of those all day and just listening to Chicago PD or Critical Role on my phone. Had the place I work at, they've been buying us lunches.
Yeah.
So Tuesday it was Domino's. I don't know what they had Wednesday because I wasn't there. Yesterday was Moe's. We had burritos. And today was Jersey Mike's.
Nice.
So I don't know what they're doing tomorrow. But I had Jersey Mike's. Watched more Chicago PD. Took a guy out at 3 o'clock to smoke a cigar for about a good 45 minutes because a big ass cigar he was smoking. Went back in the office, watched more Chicago PD, then I went home. So I just stayed in the office watching Chicago PD all day. Very hard day at work.
You suck.
Hey, I had to wear those fucking plastic aprons, and it's hot as fuck. We have to wear plastic aprons
Oh
at
yeah.
work now, and I have to wear 2 masks.
Why 2?
Well, one is I can't remember the name of it. The one we have is more of a medical mask, not
Yeah.
the paper ones. These are like the ones that actually pretty much enclose your nose and mouth, so there's no way anything
Yeah.
can get in. And then I have to wear the traditional paper one. They just want to be double precautionary.
Yeah. So you have to wear
Now,
the paper one and then the other one on top of it?
yep.
Jeez.
No, other way. Other way.
Oh.
The other one first. You can actually breathe a lot better in that one than I can in the cloth. I can't wear cloth ones anymore. They said no more cloths. They gave me a pass because it happened on the day it was off, but then I just didn't wear the cloth one all day.
Yeah.
So, but I can always go back in the. But I've been stuck in the office, so I don't have to wear it as much. But what it sucks is I can't go through any of the halls. I have to walk outside, go to another door, side door, and that's the only way I can use the bathroom. So I have to walk,
Wow.
go use the bathroom. I mean, beforehand it was just walk outside my office door, walk out the one door I work at, the area we work at, and it's right there. And I have to walk all the way up to the front by going outside.
Jeez.
Just precautions. It
Yeah.
doesn't bother me. I stretch my legs. I worked very hard today again, sitting in a chair watching Chicago PD.
Oh yeah, it sounds like real hard work.
Guess what I'm doing tomorrow?
The same thing.
Yep. No, I got to do computer work. But I'll have Chicago PD playing on the background. And I'm working tomorrow, and they're giving me 8-hour holiday pay
Oh
for
my
4th of July.
god. Well, that
I didn't
makes
ask
sense
for it.
because it's 4th of July.
I didn't ask for it. I'm working on 4th of July. I'm working 6 hours. I don't
Thank,
care about
thank
working
God
4th.
we close early tomorrow at my work.
Nope.
We close at 6 tomorrow.
It's not too bad.
No, and they're still gonna make me stay till 11:30.
Yep. You want to watch fireworks? Too bad. Stock
Yep,
those toilet
pretty
papers.
much. Yep, pretty much.
Stock the tampons.
Thankfully, we don't have to do that. That's morning crew's job.
So what's the night crew have to stock the morning after pill?
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I am actually. That's terrible.
That was terrible.
It just pops in my head. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this? You never, just like what they said last night in D&D, you never know what Rockstar's gonna say next.
It's true.
I also want to clear something up about what I said last night with the hippo thing from the Winnie the Pooh thing. If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch D&D session from last night. Just watch in general. It's so much fun. I like listening to the storytelling when I'm playing like games or just cleaning. I like listening to it. I pop my headphones in and I comment. It's fun, guys. It's D&D. It's fun. It's not a
It
nerdy
is
thing.
fun.
If you like storytelling, you'll love it. If you want to see Vlass suffer, then you'll definitely it's Donar.
I'm the butt
Makes me
of
want
every
to
joke. Legit.
like you. I've never wanted to play D&D until I watched you guys and then watched Critical Role. Now I really want to play D&D.
I'm trying to get the Dark Heresy campaign started. It's not this, it's kind of like the D&D system, but it's kind of not. But I'll give you the rule book so you can look at it.
I have no idea how to play it. Period.
I'll run you through it.
Because I would join you and Jets and the guys' campaign. I'd be a goblin rogue. Either goblin
We
rogue
haven't
or
even met goblins except for the kobolds.
well, no. Like my story would be that he's actually an elf, but he was turned into a goblin by a witch from a curse, but he doesn't remember that he's an elf until later on in the campaign. I had like this story idea going on with the character. It's the same thing when I play RPGs. Like I'm playing Skyrim right now, replaying that. I'm playing as a wood elf for the first time, but I have it that he has a more human skin texture, and purple eyes.
Yeah.
like Carlia's. So like his backstory, his mother was a wood elf and his father was an imperial soldier. His father's killed in the war. His mother is killed by the Altmere Dominions later on in life. So
Oh
that's why
yeah.
he hates the Thalmor, but he despises the Stormcloaks because of the racism. So I'm actually gonna do the
Racist.
Imperial. Well, I did the
The
Stormcloaks
Stormcloaks
when I
are
first did the.
racist.
I know. I did them as a dark elf, which is probably
Nice.
worse. I just wanted to be like the rebel, but I
Yeah.
wanted to do the Empire. I wanted the Empire side this time, and uh, so and then I also have the best companion mod ever, Indigo, the blue Khajiit, with his own quest line and stuff. But that's fun. So yeah, anytime I play an RPG, even like Fallout, I have to make a backstory in order to get into the character. But yeah, he's more like a. So I never played as Wood Elf, so it's like a Wood Elf Imperial mix. That's pretty much what he is, which is why he doesn't have like he has more like he has the elven ears and some elven features, but it looks more like he's more human like. So that's why he's just like weird looking Bosmer. But but yeah. Where was I? Oh, D&D. Yeah. So yeah, that's why go check out D&D. But anyway, the story what it was last night was that was it Nurak who brought it up?
I don't remember.
Somebody brought up like Winnie the Pooh with the pink elephant scene where like they drink all that like beer and like Dumbo has that nightmare.
No,
I
someone
did
brought
the
up Dumbo.
right,
Someone
and so I
brought up
brought the
the scene from Dumbo, and we're all like, we haven't seen Dumbo in years.
no, I still remember that scene. I still remember it's like it stays with you for so long, but it's so trippy because it's like just pink fucking elephants, just like it's like a fucking LSD trip. So I put in the chat, but I don't think anybody saw it. Was that I put the oh my, and then the guys were like, oh what he likes big butts. I was like, no, I was imagining whoever the fuck this thing happened, you guys taking this fucking LSD trip, seeing pink hippos, and fucking George Takai comes out smoking on a hookah, goes, oh my, and
Oh
blows the smoke, and
my.
yeah, there you go. Oh my.
Yes, my bot
That's
stares seductively when I do that.
so that's why I did that because I was thinking of like George Takai literally just smoking on a hookah, just oh my, seeing like the. My brain goes a million miles an hour per second. But yeah, shout out to the D&D streams because they are so much. They're so fun. Like they just finished. They actually were playing as their characters, playing a board game
Yeah.
within
So
the.
so what had happened? How that all started was we had just finished our major arc for the story, and we just had a character death, and Jet the DM was like, "Hey, be prepared next week. We're gonna be playing a game inside of the game." We're like, "Okay." So we all come in the next week, and it's like, "Hey, so the characters are setting up around a table, and you look down and you see it's called Dungeon World. It's like a simplified version of D&D. It's more hands off for the DM than D&D is." And he's like,
I called
"So
it.
so you guys
I
get
called it
to."
Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Yeah, you did. He's like, "So you guys get to play as your characters playing other characters." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's actually it was pretty. It was a great idea
It
because it
was.
paid off. The
It
first
did.
episode, I was hooked.
It did. It was fun. It was fun. Me and Nurak introduced the world of Warhammer 40K into the campaign, which was a
I
lot
would
of
have done it.
fun.
I would have probably, if I was the DM, I would have done. I would have taken from like bunkers and badasses.
And then someone, was it you who suggested that we play Munchkin?
No, you said Munchkin. I told
You
you
said Cards Against Humanity.
when you told me it. I said, watch it be Cards Against Humanity. I would laugh my fucking ass off. That was it.
And then somebody else said Munchkin. And
I think
then
it
and
was.
then Jet was like, "Man, I should have done that."
So I've never played Munch. I've seen it been played because I watched tabletop.
I
Where
never
I get all
played
my
it
board game.
either, honestly, but I've heard
I
about
want
it.
it. There's some Munchkin Gloom.
Is there
Like the
really?
card. Yeah, I got Gloom and Cthulhu Gloom, and then I was looking, and it has like a fairy tale version, and then it has Munchkin version.
Oh God. I
I was,
remember
I
back when I was still in ninth grade, and my friends and I would go over to the card shops and just play in the Magic tournaments, and they had Munchkin there. I never really, I didn't have money to buy it, but I always looked at it like I want to play this one day, and
maybe
now
I'll
I
get it after
can
the.
because I have Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, that's not. I think. Just I wanted to ask about Tabletop Simulator. Does that have Betrayal?
Probably as it, you'd have to find it in the Steam Workshop, but probably yeah,
Because that would be fun to do for like an episode, like when we live stream together. Maybe get like Jet or Nurak and Amber, and we all just play it.
yeah.
That would be a fun
That'd be
like
fun for
game to.
like a community day if I on one of my days off or something.
Either that, or if it doesn't have that, if it has Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, I'm sold.
I think it would have Betrayal original
House on the
before
Hill.
it has Baldur's Gate.
Still, that's probably the first game we're gonna play when I bring back game nights is Baldur's Gate
Oh yeah,
because.
guess who I saw today?
Hmm.
I saw Dan today.
Oh, Dan the
Yeah,
man, Dan
Dan
the
the
man with the
man.
plan from
Yep,
Roseanne.
yep.
Damn,
Yeah, he got his
how's
old
he?
job back.
He's working at. He's back where we used to
Yep,
work at.
because I went there today to get stuff for dinner,
Mm.
and I saw him there, and he says hi, by the way.
He's just like, yeah, I got back. I got back my job. Like, how? We're not gonna say why, but
Yeah,
like, I'm
we're
like,
not gonna get into that.
no, I'm just glad he's.
I'm just glad he has a job again.
That's good because now we can do game nights with him again
I
because
think
we had
it's
fun.
I think it's because everybody is so short-handed right now, and
They're just like,
retail stores especially, there is just so much demand, like more than we would normally have, like especially at my work, that
it was. Yeah. I
that
think it's
they
just they're
just need
like,
anyone they can get.
right? They're probably just like, oh, remember what happened before? Yeah, it never happened. They just see him like putting a tin trash can with a lighter fluid and just lighting it on fire like it never happened. Never happened.
This never
You took a
happened.
you
That
took a
trash
sabbat you took
that
you took a
trash can's on
sabbatical,
fire. Nothing ever happened. You saw nothing. Go back to work.
and then I hear is Craig go like, put beer on it. It'll come
Yeah.
out with beer.
Oh my god. Yes, he would
I
totally do
I
that.
I told everybody at my job about Craig, and they said, "What the fuck is wrong with your boss?" And I said, "Too many things."
Like, not my boss anymore.
What was wrong with your boss? I was like, "Don't know, don't care. I never
Oh
got
my
in trouble
god.
by him, and he." So I consider that a win in my book.
That
That's good
man,
for
I
me.
swear.
I
Okay,
still say Bruce was my favorite.
for Bruce is fucking awesome. I miss
Bruce was like
him.
Bruce was like my favorite boss until I met Raymond, my current boss. Who he's fucking awesome. Bruce, I think Bruce is my favorite boss when I worked retail.
Yeah, Bruce is awesome. I miss
Oh
him.
yeah, I remember that one time he fucking had my back with a lady came in with the watermelon, like put it on the counter. You weren't working that day, and she said, "Are you the manager?" I said, "No, ma'am, but I can help you. How can I help you?" She goes, I bought this watermelon last night, and she opened the bag. You could tell the watermelon was rotten,
Yeah.
and she opened it, and there was maggots inside of it.
Oh my god.
So I went, okay, ma'am, do you have your paper receipt? She said no. I said, okay, do you have your Lowe's card? So then I think Steph was working that night too. I don't remember. Somebody was working. I said, I need the receipts for last night for this card. She never bought a watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, you're yelling at me. I'm gonna sue the company. And then Bruce comes in. He's like, what's the problem?
It's like everybody jumps to that conclusion
Right.
when they don't get what they want. I'm gonna sue you
I'm just standing there like
over a $5 watermelon.
Oh no, it was like I think they were on sale for $3.
Oh,
It was like
even better, a $3 watermelon.
It was a personal watermelon, not like those big giant,
Oh,
like the
okay.
mini watermelons.
Yeah.
So Bruce hears all the commotion. He walks out. He goes, "What's going on?" And she tells him the story, blah blah blah. And then Bruce looks at me. He's like, "What really happened?" I said, "She just came up here with this watermelon. Says she bought it last night. It's rotten. It's leaking maggots. There's juice everywhere on this counter." Because she was banging on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing was like just the juice is going everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the maggots are going fucking everywhere.
Ugh. I'm glad I wasn't working that day.
Chap was working that night. He had to clean it all up.
Nice.
Because I was like, I'm not picking up no maggots. I was like, I'm off in like 5 minutes. He goes, ma'am, you don't have a record of this this watermelon, because I showed Bruce the printout. He's like, ma'am, you don't have it. She's like, well, maybe I use my phone number. He's like, well, again, it would show up on here.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, I have another phone number. He's like, okay, let's try the phone number. Let's try the different phone number. Not a registered number.
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous. And he goes, first of all, I don't like how. He's like, first of all, ma'am, I don't like how you're trying to weasel your way, trying to get another money for another watermelon. He's like, second of all, I can clearly tell this thing's 2 months old, because there would not be maggots, and it wouldn't be this rotten. We wouldn't put it on the shelf. It was this rotten.
Mm-hmm.
And third of all, I don't like how you're talking to my employee. So I'm going to ask you nicely to leave, or do I need to have somebody come get you? She like literally threw the watermelon on the floor and walked out and never
saw her again. Oh my god.
Bruce like, you all right? I was like, yeah. He's like, good. He's like, good job handling it. I was
like, oh yeah, I've had people do that to me before.
Shout out to Bruce, because if I was working at Kroger, they would have fucking said, "Oh, it's his fault."
Yep.
They would have fucking spin the web. That was my fault.
If it was Craig, he would have done that. Let's be real here.
Craig's never. Well, I didn't really ever interact with Craig that much.
He would have done that.
Put the blame on me?
Oh yeah, if push came to shove, that's why later on after you left, it wasn't anything you did. It was just a series of things that happened. It became do any refunds no matter what. And I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I'm not doing that. And I had words with the person above me. I had words with him. I had words with the other manager, and I even had words with the grocery manager. And the other managers were like, "Yeah, that's fucking stupid." And Craig was like, "Well," and Craig and the person above me were like, "You know what? We're gonna do it anyways. We have to keep these customers happy." And I'm like, "You're just losing money and enabling them.
Right.
This is fucking stupid, and I'm not doing it."
I never agreed with Kroger's. Kroger had a policy before I left. It was the Make It Right program.
Yeah.
So if a customer saw a tag that was old, and it was like, if butter, let's say like Land O'Lakes butter, the 4-pack, the 4 sticks of butter.
Yeah.
If it was $2 for $5 and the sale ended, and now it's $3.99, and the tag wasn't taking off, we have to make it right. If the customer brings it up and we see the tag is still there.
Oh yeah, we did that. That was the whole scan right thing.
Right. Yeah, after about about 2 days, everybody took advantage of it.
Uh-huh.
This bottle of wine said it was $3. I can clearly tell this is a $25 bottle of wine because I see it right there.
Uh-huh.
We gotta make it right. That's the thing.
Uh-huh.
No, no, I don't have to make it right. Manager comes over. What's the problem? I was like, this $25 lunch. That's $3. Manager, get out. Look,
Jeez. Retail is dumb. And yet I still work in it. But then
that's why
again,
I'm glad I
but then
don't
this
work.
time I'm not on the front end of it. I'm in the merchandising end of it. So it's not as
You're
bad.
you're on the end where it's like, where's the toilet paper?
Exactly.
Aisle 75. What? And you just run away.
Yeah. It's like, where's toilet paper? I don't have any. What do you mean you don't have any? This is a disgrace. How can you not have any? I can go to this place and get some right now. I'm like, ma'am, I don't control the supply chain. Well, you need to get it here faster. I need it now. Oh, the best thing is that now all the hotels are opening back up. All the hotels need their paper products, and guess who they buy them from?
Your store.
Yep. So every week I have this guy come in, and he's like, well, I have 100 hotel rooms to fill with toilet paper, and they need 2 rolls each, so I need 200 rolls of toilet paper. I'm like, it's a limit of 1 per membership. That's all you can get today. If we have some tomorrow, you can come back tomorrow and get more. And he's like, this is fucking stupid. I have a hotel to run. How can I run it on this much toilet paper? I'm like, that's the policy, sir. I have no control over it.
We got sandpaper on sale.
No, because he's looking for one specific brand, and I only get like 2 pallets of that a week.
They don't have my brand. My ass is special.
Oh my
Take
god.
a look at your special brand. My brand.
It's like the American Dad thing. It's like, I won't use their sandpaper on my beautiful American button. Like, what the fuck?
Just buy fucking Scott. It's the cheapest fucking toilet paper.
It is.
Not that Charmin shit. They're like,
the only reason I bought Charmin was because I was almost out of toilet paper, and that's what we had. So.
No, Charmin's like, no pieces left behind. Bullshit. It's hanging off my ass. Bullshit. It's like toilet paper stuck on your foot, but it's in your ass, and you flush the toilet, and it says, oh. Yeah, no. See, I only got to worry about, who are you? I'm Rockstar working activities. Oh, well, go away. I don't want to know you.
I could imagine.
Like
I could imagine.
Nah, it's not like that.
I could like in some weird alternative universe that Nathan Explosion has your job. Like, you don't need the explosion. I don't want to know you anymore. Good, I want to know you anyway.
That's not like that. No, my job, I love it. I work in activities. I don't hope anybody wants to know. I had one old lady, God rest her soul. She passed away last year. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was a diabetic. And she loved cookies. She was a fucking sugarholic. And she loved cigarettes. So like, she would come to me every morning like, "Hello, baby." I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" She'd be like, "I'm doing good. Have you seen my cigarettes?" It's like, "There's the station." Oh, she's like, "Well, go fucking get him. I need my fucking nicotine fix."
Wow.
Do a little wave. But like, she would do it like the little wave and like make you laugh. It wasn't like being like a bitch. She was doing it to make you laugh. And then I come back with him and she's just sleeping in her chair. I go like,
nice.
"Man," her name. I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "You sleeping?" "Nah, I'm resting my eyes. Gotta get my beauty sleep." It's like, "I got your smokes." "Oh, thank God. Oh, you're such a nice." She forgot all about it. She had like short-term memory.
Oh.
But she was like, and I go like, it's like I get her for activities. Like, "We're making cookies." "Oh my God, hurry the fuck up." I remember we made salt dough ornaments, and you can't eat them.
Yeah.
And I had them on the table to start painting them, and she's doing this with her hands, like scurries her hand at the table. It's like, "They're not edible." Scurries it back, looks at me, sneers, and then laughs, like smiles. Like she didn't do it. God, her death like hit me the hardest, I think. It was every morning.
Mm-hmm.
And she loved listening. She loved Elvis, so I just play Elvis for her everyday activities. She just sit there and sing along. But yeah, God. So yeah, no, my job is rewarding, and I get to watch Chicago PD. And so I was
You
watching
suck.
Doctor Who.
You need to watch Avatar. You do though.
I know I do.
It's
I want to
such a
finish,
good
but I got
show.
water, earth, air, fire, the BP oil spill. These are the
The
5 main.
BP oil spill.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
No, no. Earth, water, fire, air, heart.
Okay,
With these
Captain
powers,
Planet.
Captain.
I saw
No.
something like that. It was like earth, water, fire, air, and then heart is like off to the side, and the other four elements are the Fire Nation's attacking, and heart's just like, well, you Fire Nation wouldn't attack if you had me.
But we have a heart. This fucking ring is bullshit. What if somebody had it was like just like instead of heart it was and every time you did the thing it's like oh. That wasn't a fart. I need to go change my pants. Waddles away. It's like, Captain, oh god, too much Chipotle. Childhood ruined. But yeah, God.
It's ruined.
It's ruined. It's all ruined. Oh wait, I just got a message on Xbox. Hold on 1 second.
Is it from John? Did you finally get Dead by Daylight?
No. Nope. It is from somebody I fucking wrecked earlier.
Huh. Really?
I'll explain in about a minute. You're a camping piece of crap. Trash. Go uninstall.
Oh, that's what he sent you.
Thanks. Love you too.
Spell love as LUV.
That's what I did. Okay. So I was on DVD and Daily popped up and said hit 4 people with the hatches with Huntress, and I'm like, fuck, I hate playing this Huntress. I was like, might as well just get it. I need points.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. I was like, oh great, there's 2 flashlights. Well, I'm gonna be fucking not getting anybody. As long as I get the 2, I was like, alright, if I get the 2 hatchet kills and it's good, I'm fine if they all escape. I don't give a shit. First guy I find, I throw the hatchet, he runs away. I go to the gen he was working on, and there's a fucking Meg working on it. I just grab her. I'm like, I thought I was only gonna hit her. No, I grabbed her off. I was like, this never happens. I hook her. Go to the next generator that's close by. There's a Jake on there. I grab him like,
Oh my god.
of all the times I don't put on Discordance to get that fucking challenge done, it's this. And then they're trying to save people off the hook, so I'm throwing fucking hatchets. I downed everybody, and they only got 1 gen done.
Wow.
And it wasn't like I was camping. I like literally walked 2 steps, unhook, no borrowed time.
Yeah.
And no decisive. They're farming off each other. So what the fuck do I do? So I just literally, after I put them all on the hook and they all like just let go. So it's just like boom, 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 the whole thing. I'm just like, I kind of did like that look to the side like, really? Fuck serious? So I just got a message for one of them.
Nice.
I was waiting for that. I didn't really camp. You guys just fucking sat out in the open. But yeah, speaking of Dead by Daylight, I think it's time we switched over.
All right.
Because I got the new Nia outfit I want to show off.
Oh yeah. You're gonna play as the entity then.
Yep. No, I'm playing as I think you'll like it because it looks like something like a mix out of Destiny.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's a graffiti artist thing. So she's got like the gas mask, rebreather. She got
Mm.
like this hood, but it looks like robes.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it just came
That
out today, and it's one of those ones you can't mix in. I'm gonna play as Nia tonight a little bit, and then maybe I go back to Ash because I have all the crowns for survivors.
so we're gonna end this part of the stream. Thank y'all for watching. We do appreciate it.
Hopefully,
Uh,
we'll do another potpourri because this has been fun.
we can't make all of them potpourri.
No, we'll do it like once in a while. Type it like once, like if we really can't think of an idea, or if Amber invades it.
Oh God. I'm surprised she didn't. I mean, she's probably asleep.
Probably. She's probably gonna be like, "You motherfuckers did another potpourri without me."
Right. But
We should like tell her. We should tell her when she comes on next. Be like, "Oh, we did the face reveal. You missed it." See what I'm
oh
gonna
my
do it. I want to see
God.
what she says. I want to see what she says. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end my Discord call and switch over to Xbox, and I'm gonna go live on my channel. Be co-streaming with Blasson. Still gonna do this French guy.
I never understand why you keep calling it Blasol.
I don't know. I guess it's like croissant, Blasson. I don't know. I don't know.
Anyways, go get your stuff set up.
I'm ready, Did. Goodbye for like 2 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna end this part of the stream. Thank y'all for watching. We do appreciate it. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. I will be putting this on YouTube soon-ish. If you like what you saw, feel free to follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Blastalon. And if you like what you saw, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do post these episodes here. I'm going to hopefully be making short Destiny videos of the old content before it goes away and putting them up soon. But yeah, thank y'all for watching.